Hello, I am Debbie McKiver, founder and owner of Strong and Healthy Temple. Welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back. It's a lovely day today. I'm out here in my favorite place, out here in nature, and wanted to talk about killing the root. It's something that's inspired by another one of my short TikTok reels. And in that reel, I use as an example, a tree or a plant. And if you chop down a tree or you pluck up a plant or, some annoying giant weed, but you leave the root, then guess what's going to happen? It's going to grow back. So if you want to get rid of it for good, then you have to either pluck up or use something to destroy that root so that it does not grow back. And so it's the same thing in our lives when we only deal with our problems or our issues at a surface level without dealing with the root of the problem, then we keep recycling the same experiences. And, the problem just persists. So if you want to experience complete transformation and complete emotional healing, then you have to identify the root of your problem, and you have to kill it, to destroy it, pluck it up, So, it's kind of like if we keep, it's like if we're in a toxic place of employment, if we don't deal with the root of the problem, whatever that is, then we'll continue to stay in that toxic place of employment. Or even if we leave, we'll end up at another place where there's toxicity and that we're attracting to us. Or it's, with a relationship, if you're in a toxic or an abusive relationship, if you don't deal with the root of the problem, then you're either going to remain in the relationship, you're going to keep going back to it, or you're going to keep dating or marrying people that are toxic or abusive because you have not dealt with the root. And sometimes the root is, sometimes it could be something simple, and sometimes it can be deep, but you have to start with it on a mental plane first. It all starts with the mind. The first thing that you have to do is you have to identify the problem, and you have to do that on a mental level. And once you identify the problem, then you have to shift your mindset. You have to change your thinking, around whatever that is. And once you change your thinking, then you take the necessary physical action. That's when you can pluck up the root or destroy the root. But first you have to identify it. And like I said, sometimes it could be something, really deep. It could be some, emotional or childhood type trauma, something that you need, therapy for, to identify. You may not be able to do it on your own, but at some point you need to identify it, or the problem will persist, and you will keep repeating and recycling those same experiences and repeating the same patterns. You're going to keep going from toxic job to toxic job, and dating the same person in a different body, or returning to the same emotional or physical abusive relationship. And obviously not justifying the actions of a bad employer or an abusive spouse or partner, but you have to check yourself, and you have to try to figure out, because it starts with self. And so you have to try to figure out what is it in me or about me, that I keep attracting these same type of experiences to myself. And so a lot of times the root is within you, and so we can't always point the finger and say that it's this person or that person. Sometimes the root that we need to pluck up is within ourselves. And so again, you have to start on a mental plane to identify that root, change your mindset around it, and then pluck up or destroy that root. Always start with self. And at that point, once you deal with the root of the problem, no matter how uncomfortable it is, or how scary it is, or whatever, that is when you experience true and lasting transformation, true and lasting emotional healing. As long as you keep trying to deal with it just on a surface level, it's going to keep growing back. So identify the root and kill it. So anyway, that's going to be short and sweet. Hope you got something out of it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications of when I release new videos. Please share the video with your family, friends, and network. I'd love to know what you think as well, so please feel free to leave a comment. I always respond to the comments, so leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy this beautiful day.